Welcome back to the channel. It is your match preview for Liverpool versus Manchester City at Anfield this Sunday at lunchtime, at least for me, right? It may be in the evening for some of you, but that is just by the way. It's been a while since I've been able to bring you a match preview for a Liverpool game, and it's because life comes at you. But today I'm here to give you a preview because this is an absolute big match. Now, the first thing is that this game is going to have the potential to change Liverpool's season. It could change the trajectory of Liverpool's form from here going forward. It also has a very important effect on the title race because if Manchester City lose at Anfield, that means that Arsenal have the chance to go 9 points clear, which is very huge for Arsenal if they are able to do that. But again, Liverpool needs a win in this game, if not for anything at all, just to be able to get back at City for what we suffered at the Etihad. Of course, we lost 3-0 at the Etihad at the beginning of the season or in the first round. Now we have the opportunity to get back at them. Last season, Liverpool beat City home and away, 2-0. They were both very controlled performances, very solid defensive performances. We gave them nothing in those two games. So for them to win 3-0 against us this season, it was highly disappointing. And I think it really hurt both the players and the manager especially. So he would want to get back at Pep Guardiola this time around. And because it is at Anfield, Liverpool have the advantage. Why? Because City haven't won at Anfield in a very long time. The last time City won at Anfield, I think that was in the 2020-21 season where Liverpool had already won the league. So it didn't really matter. And maybe that is why they won. The fact here is that now, currently, when you look at the form of the two teams, City might be slightly ahead of Liverpool in terms of the league form. But again, City haven't won, I think they've won only one game in their last 6 games. And that game was against Wolverhampton Wanderers. So City recently, their recent form hasn't been very good. And so they would want to get a win. In terms of an advantage for Liverpool, Liverpool have had a week's rest since their game against Newcastle at the weekend. Manchester City, however, had to play a Carabao Cup semi-final game against Newcastle this Wednesday. So that means that Liverpool have had more days of rest, more preparation time compared to Manchester City. Now, in this particular game, in terms of the team news, Manchester City have quite a number of injuries at their back line in terms of players like Josko Vardiol, John Stones. Ruben Dias is a bit doubtful. We don't know whether he's going to start. So their back line is very shaky. And we've seen in their last few games that teams are able to get at them. They are able to put pressure on them, press them, and they get a bit vulnerable when you do that against them. Liverpool, on the other hand, have a couple of injuries at right back. We also have an injury at centre back. Gomez is a bit doubtful. He may or may not play. It looks like there is more positivity when it comes to Gomez's chances of playing this game. After listening to the manager's press conference, it looks like he'll be able to play this particular game. So let's see. But Jeremy Frimpong is out. Conor Bradley is out. And we have Alexander Isak also out. But in terms of this particular game, I think the strategy that we could go into this game with is to go full throttle and match them boot for boot. I don't think that it would be a wise idea to give them the possession and try to defend, because this is at Anfield. We need to pile it on them. We need to really put pressure on them and make sure that we give them no breathing space. If we can do that for a longer period in this game, I think we will be able to win this game. Because when I look at their last game, City, against Tottenham Hotspur, even though they were leading 2-0 at halftime, coming into the second half, Tottenham Hotspur were able to turn the game on its head just by piling up the pressure on them, pressing them very high, because they are not very good when it comes to controlling games these days. They are not really as good as they were in previous seasons. So we can really get at them. And I think player for player in our midfield, also in our attack, collectively we are better than them. The only attacking player who would get into Liverpool's attack right now from City would be Haaland. Apart from him, I don't see any other player getting into front three or front four. So I think it is an advantage for Liverpool this game. The fact that City haven't performed very well in their away games recently. Also, they don't have a very good record at Anfield. And the fact that Liverpool have been able to put together 2 consecutive wins, we have more confidence coming into this game compared to City. Even though City are going to Wembley for the Carabao Cup final, they need a win at all costs. City need a win. So anything we can do to frustrate them, anything we can do to let them know that it is going to be a very, very difficult night for them, they may crumble, as they have been for quite some time this season. So in terms of my lineup, for this game, I'm going to go with the usual 4-2-3-1 formation. I probably wouldn't change a lot from our last game against Newcastle United. The back four, I think if Gomez is fit, he starts this game. So we don't have Szoboszlai playing at right back. And then in the midfield, I'm going to go with Szoboszlai and Gravenberch if Gomez is fit. So this lineup is based on the fact that Gomez might be fit and able to start this game. So I'm going to go with Szoboszlai and Gravenberch in the base of the midfield. And then the 3 behind the attacker is going to be Florian Wirtz on the left. I'm going to have McAllister in the 10. And then on the right, Mohamed Salah. And up front, I'm going to put Hugo Ekitike. Of course, he's the only option up front. And I'm going to let Cody Gakpo start from the bench. I haven't really enjoyed his performance recently, but I think he can do better. He can come from the bench and impact the game as well. Putting Florian Wirtz on the left-hand side and also giving him freedom to be able to float all over the pitch, I think is a good thing. We'll be able to sort of outnumber City in the midfield and try and dominate the game from that point of view. If we can keep City away from our goal, if we can keep a clean sheet in this game, then we have a very, very good chance of winning this particular game. But I do think that we can do that. We can absolutely prevent City from scoring. We can do that also by putting a lot of pressure on them, piling up the pressure on them, attacking them incessantly, and I think they will crumble if we are able to do that. So my prediction for the game would be a 2-0 win for Liverpool. I'm going for a clean sheet this time because I love clean sheets. Man, if you've been watching this channel, you know that over here, we just love clean sheets more than anything else. And a clean sheet that comes with a win is even much, much preferred. So that is my preview for the game at the weekend. Hopefully, Liverpool will be able to put together 3 wins in a row in all competitions, 2 wins in a row in the Premier League. And just as we've sort of seen in the past few days, winning is such a good feeling. It gives you such a good vibe. So why not continue? I mean, it will be very disappointing to take 2 steps forward and 1 step backward if you don't win this game. I can see a draw happening in this game, but that wouldn't be good enough. I think we can definitely come away with all the 3 points in this particular game. So let's go for it. You never walk alone. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click the like button. It does a lot to help the channel. Also, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Hype the video as well. Guys, thank you very much for supporting the channel. Thank you to my subscribers. Every one of you, I really appreciate you. Thank you and see you later.